Welcome back. Guys, I am so proud of you. You've done a beautiful job in this program. You've stayed consistent, you've stayed focused, you've invested some of those 86,400 seconds that you get every day into creating an identity that supports your health, your wellness, better mind, better body. You've done a beautiful job, and I'm so proud of you. And I want you to stay the course. We're almost there. Okay? And I want you to recognize, guys, this is one way of programming this beautiful nervous system that we have. Okay? And I told you this before. I want you to recognize this, guys. Part of our makeup is very machine-like or very computer-like. It's cybernetic. It needs a target. It needs the programming. It needs the conditioning. Every computer on Earth was modeled after the human brain and the human nervous system. And I want you to think about that. So you have to make sure that you use that conscious mind to program that computer, to create the target that you want to hit. Now again, that doesn't take away from the spiritual aspects of you or the energetic aspects of whatever you believe. I'm just talking about, again, that mind, how that mind works. And you've done a beautiful job in creating a target that will serve you for the rest of your life. I am very proud of you. Again, give yourselves a big pat on the back, and we're almost there, and then the program really starts, because now you get to take this new identity into the world, right? And you need to grow it and expand it, and when you have to grow again, you come back. You do a program like this with us on your own. It's totally up to you. I am so proud of you. Now, remember what you've done. You first created a vision. You said, I have to have a target. I have to lay the foundation of what I want to create. Every architect realizes they have to have a vision so that they can create a functional house, right? I'm going to create a house anyway to live in. Why not create one that serves me, that serves my family, that allows me to have the fun, the freedom, the joy? That's what you're doing with your mind and your body. You also looked at habits, right? You realize that everyone has a vision anyway. Some people have unconscious visions that they've borrowed from the past, from unhealthy situations. So you realize that there are habits that might have come from those unhealthy visions. You've identified those habits. You said, thank you for serving me, and I'm going to upgrade you. I'm going to interrupt you. You no longer support where I want to go. I've created a conscious vision. Now I have to have conscious habits. In order to get the habits that are going to support me, I have to break the habits that are there. That third step, you started saying, let me take intelligent steps to build habits and allow the habits to get the results for me. Guys, I want you to remember that. That's what we're due here. That's what Yoli is all about. That's how the products are laid out. That's how the systems are laid out. That's how the Better Body system is laid out. It's laid out in a way that supports you and creating habits for the long term, creating that joyful journey towards a better, healthy, vibrant life. Okay? So I want you to recognize that that's why we do what we do. So step number 3 again is we started going about developing intelligent habits, going about making sure we're focused the right way, we're using the right language, we're using the right physiology or physical expression, we're taking consistent action, and allowing the natural flow of habit to just take hold, right? And serve us, right? Remember, your habits are just servo mechanisms that are designed to support you without thinking, right? But instead of having poor habits, develop new intentional habits that move you towards where you want to go. Step 4, we started looking at disciplining our imagination and getting focused, recognizing that we're always in the past, we're in the future, or we're in the now. How do I take that imagination and engage it? How do I pull myself out of the past? And how do I maximize the opportunity right now? You've been doing that so many days, and I'm so proud of you. This program has taught you how to focus. That focus is not easy to do for a lot of people. It's like lifting weights. You gotta work that mind. And a lot of you have been working your mind in a very beautiful way. So congratulations. Step 5 is you started looking at the roles that you need to play. You started looking at the people that you need to model, right? There's so many role models that are looking at me right now for me in so many areas of life. And there are people around you right now that are super in the business, in Yoli right now, that's healthy and vibrant and consistent, right? And you're joining those people, and you can model people that can support you in going to the next level. And you started recognizing that I can model beliefs, I can model strategy, I can model physiology and physical expression, I can model everything, because the modeling mechanism is always working. In fact, it's how we learn everything that was important to us in the first place. Now we're moving to step 6, and that's taking risk. Now, why taking risk? Because it feels that way when you expand your identity, when you step outside of that comfort zone and you go move towards the thing that you want or the person that you want to be. It's so interesting how the things that will delight us can be the most uncomfortable because it doesn't match our identity. The strongest force in human nature is to stay consistent with the identity you hold of yourself. And for a lot of you, health, wellness, wealth is outside of that old identity. And you'll see people sabotage themselves. You'll see people lose so much or release so much weight to just take it back on when they're no longer held accountable by other people, or they think they've made it, quote unquote. Health is a journey for life. It's no making it. I always like to talk to the CEO of Yoli, Robbie. And Robbie has this goal of living a long, long time. I'm not going to tell you how long he wants to live, but it's a long time. And Robbie's like, again, guys, if you have wealth and you have intelligence and you have resources and you have a foundation of health, technology is going to support you. And you know what? He's right. He's right. Let's all go with him. I wasn't planning on living as old as Robbie, but you know what? I'm going to join you, Robbie. We're going to live a long time. I'm coming with you, brother. I'm coming with you. So this is the foundation for doing so, guys. And when you start talking this way and acting this way, when you start thinking about being healthy consistently, you got other people around you, you have family members, you have people that start feeling uncomfortable with your growth. And so for a lot of people, they feel massively uncomfortable because they do not want to interrupt their peer group or their family, the people around them. You know what? You have to be careful about that. And you have to recognize that will put pressure on you. Or they look at this whole program as being a there. I got there. I've lost this amount of weight. Yeah, this is not about losing weight. This is about developing an identity to be healthy, so that no matter what people say about you, it has nothing to do with you, because this is who you are. And when people see that, they will start modeling you instead of attacking you. And if they are attacking you, it means it's not your identity yet. And I want you to hold on to that belief system. Because again, when I go around my family, they start asking me how now, because they know that nothing they can say can have an impact on my health, on my vibrancy, or where I'm going. So I want you to think about the same thing. I want you to realize that. You don't worry about pressure when it's who you are. You don't worry about rejection when it's who you are. You don't worry about people attacking you when it's who you are. It's your identity. This is why we made this program 60 days, and this is why you're doing such an awesome job. Let's go. You're almost there. In fact, some of you are already in that identity place, and I want you to embrace it and celebrate it, okay? Because you rock. You are awesome. So I want you to kind of think about that, guys. Number one, what do I believe about myself, right? What do I believe, right? I want you to look at beliefs as being more creative than references. What do I mean by that? Well, a lot of times I come from an unhealthy place. I might have this weight I haven't released. I might have all of these things that I've gone through. Who cares? Beliefs are not just references. The more powerful beliefs are creative beliefs. I believe that I am healthy. I believe that I'm a nutritionist. I believe that I'm an athlete. I believe that I'm a yogi. I believe that I can say these things over and over and over to myself. I can feel them. I can make a part of my convictions because it ties with my vision. So when I look at my vision, I start asking myself, what do I have to believe to start really accelerating this and bringing this into play? Beliefs help you focus. Beliefs help you find models. Beliefs help you stand and carry yourself a certain way. Beliefs help you use the law of attraction in the most powerful way. So remember, belief doesn't, if you already have it, then you already have it. Belief comes first. And what that means is you have to start believing you made it to a point in this program for a purpose. It's all about beliefs, my friends. It's all about cultivating that level of certainty. And then really, really defining it by saying what I am. I'm an athlete. I'm a nutritionist. I'm a hydration master. I am. What else are you? Define your beliefs with I am statements. What do I need to believe? I need to believe that health is number one to me, and I'll always make it a priority. I need to believe that I'm an example of possibility, or I will be an example of possibility very shortly. I need to believe that no matter what size I am right now, people can see my intent and they can see the action that I'm taking. I need to believe that I'm representing the best company in the world that's got the most outstanding products to help people and children. I need to believe that this program supports everyone, that everyone can benefit from the quality of the culture and the programs and the beautiful intent of the founders and the executive team and the corporate team and my fellow leaders. I need to believe that we're going to change the world because we have the proper intent. And we're making a long-term play, not a short-term play, but we really, really, really are being congruent in what we believe. That's just some examples of how you need to cultivate belief systems. And I'm going to challenge you. You've gotten enough from this program to now start developing your own beliefs. What do you need to believe? First, believe it first. Everything else will follow. It's inside out, not outside in. Inside out. Beliefs come from the inside. Beliefs convey emotion, both to you and other people. You want to be believable when you come up. When you want to be believable when you tell people where you're going. When you tell people where you're going with your body, with your mind. When you tell people what these products did for you and what they can do for them. It's all about belief. Identity is where beliefs live. My identity is nothing but a culmination of belief system, hopefully that I created instead of taken from my past. Okay? Now, if your beliefs in the past served you and it's in alignment with your vision, beautiful. But if not, change them. Part of identity also is act as if. I had a mentor once tell me that I have to act as if. I have to be before I could have. Okay? I have to be before I could have. I have to be before I could do to have. So I was like, what does that mean? He goes, well, be that person. Recognize that everything is born on the inside. So what are you focused on, Rod? Are you focused on what you don't want or what you want? Right? Are you focused on what you want? Are you focused on what you want to create? Are you studying what you want? Are you putting energy to what you want? Remember the 4 laws of focus. What you focus on, you find. What you focus on grows. What you focus on seems real. And ultimately, what you focus on, you become. Rod, what are you saying to yourself? What is your language to yourself? What is your self-talk? What questions are you asking yourself? Why? Why am I fat? Why am I lazy? Why am I sick? How about how do I turn this around? What do I need to do? Where do I need to look? That all controls focus. That controls my belief system, right? That speaks to possibility. It speaks to where I can go and how I can grow and how I can take my life to the next level. I want you to think about that. And how am I carrying myself? Am I walking around this way until I can get there and now I can start carrying myself the closer I get to my goal? No, you want to be attractive to the things that you want. You want to be attractive to your vision. You want to be attractive to the things that will take you to the next level. And while you're practicing being attractive, while you're carrying yourself in that powerful physical place, you'll start becoming it. And then you'll start falling in love with the health and the vitality and the energy of becoming. I don't care how much weight you have to release. I don't care what energy levels you want to get to. Start acting as if. Start feeling like you're worthy of being exactly what you put on that paper on what you want to have. Start being that identity because it's your right to be that way. Guys, you guys are awesome, and I want you to recognize that you were awesome long before you even knew who you were. You were awesome when you were unconscious as a baby, right? You were awesome when you were depressed and down. You were awesome when you thought everything was falling apart. Your programming might not be right, but you were awesome. Remember, we're designed for success, only programmed for failure. This program has supported you in rewriting that program, and you got to now step outside of the comfort zone so you can see exactly who you are. And I want you to think about that. There's your comfort zone, and there's the vision zone. The new you lives in a vision zone. This old comfort zone belongs to that old memory, that old pattern. It's still there, guys. You still have memory. You can't get rid of memory unless somebody hit you in the head with a big bat. We don't want that. So you've created two of you. The other you is outside of that. So you got to have the courage to step outside of that comfort zone. You got to have the courage to take that first step. Working with a lot of athletes and Olympians and so on, they always break the record when they're in the game. They practice hard, they work hard, they practice against some of the best athletes in the world. But only when they step outside of that practice arena and into the game do they go to a level that they've never seen before. They rise up, they get strong, they're faster, more powerful, because they have the courage to step out of the practice ring. I want you to think that same way. What does that look like for you? Just making a decision. Just saying, I'm cutting off any other possibility. I'm deciding that this is who I am. If I went this long, I'm going to make a decision to step up my game to the next level and become an example of possibility for everybody around me. You have to do it though. Life favors the bold. That's what one of my partners, that's one of his sayings, Joseph McClendon. Life favors the bold. What is bold? That I'm afraid and I step out anyway. Now, why would it be fearful to step out of the comfort zone to the fearful zone? Because unconsciously we're designed to look for certainty. Even if the certainty is killing you slowly. Success is always going to be uncomfortable because you haven't identified with it yet. However, in this program, you've spent weeks actually building this new identity. And to activate it, you got to step up. You got to step out. You got to make a decision. You have to make a bold move. And guess what? That new identity is going to say, I'm here. I'm here. We're no longer in that old place. We're in a new place. So let's step up, Yoli. You guys rock. We're almost home. Let's make it happen. I am so proud of you. Remember, it's inside out, not outside in. Inside of you, you've started building that muscle. You started building that momentum. You started building that better mind and better body that's there to support you. But now it's up to you to step out and allow it to live in its own place, that vision place. And then pretty soon that will become your comfort zone. And you'll build a bigger vision and you'll step out into that new vision, that new place where you can go and you can thrive at the highest level. I am so proud of you. Thank you so much for being on this journey with us.